The Detroit Pistons came into the finals as the new kid on the block, but they got comfortable real fast. They are now on the doorstep of an NBA title, and with one more victory, they'll make all the hard work pay off, all the pain worthwhile, and they'll fulfill a dream whose memories will last forever. The Lakers have run out of tomorrows because today is their day of reckoning. Their drive to glory has been met with resistance as Detroit has hounded them at every turn. Today, the champions must shake themselves free. They've been taken to the limit before and have always kept the curtain from falling on showtime. Pat Riley had his eye on the history books when he guaranteed a Laker championship. And today in Game 6, the proud Lakers face the ultimate test of survival.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Forum in Inglewood, California for Game 6 of the 1988 NBA Finals between the Detroit Pistons and the defending world champion Los Angeles Lakers. And now for the starting lineups. First for the Eastern Conference champion Detroit Pistons. And at guard, in his 7th year out of Indiana University at 6'1", number 11, Isiah Thomas.
Game 6 about to start. Pistons 1 game away from their first title in the 31-year history. Lakers want some history of their own. Controlled by Dantley of Detroit. Kareem is on Mahorn. Magic Johnson is guarding Laimbeer. No difference. Matchup changes in this one. Scott on Thomas. Isiah Thomas hits the first shot of the ball game. They bounce it inside off of Green, and here comes Pistons 2-on break, and Dumars on the return from Thomas, and it is 6-2 in favor of the Pistons. AC Green, Worthy, Byron Scott, and getting a hand on it was Isiah Thomas. He released to the other end, but it's overthrown off the glass. Laimbeer clears. Detroit is running. They're coming out running, perhaps for the first time in this series. And Dumars hits, and it's 8-2 Detroit. Piston Ball Club. Thomas, too hard off the glass. Green lost it. Laimbeer is open. Thomas will tip it out to Scott. The Worthy and Kareem, 4 apiece, have accounted for the Laker 8 points. The lead is 2 for Detroit. Sally goes around Kareem, and a reverse layup. The basket counts in a foul. Sally got a hand on it, and he's got the rebound. Sally was tremendous defense against Worthy, and on the break, Dumars comes back with the basket. Dumars has hit his first 3 shots. Each team with 2 team fouls and a bad pass thrown into the hands of Dantley. Here's another 2-on-1 break. Isiah Thomas scores this time, and now it's a 7-point lead, and the Pistons have opened up their largest margin. 18 points replaces Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Thomas fires for 3 and hits. Isiah Thomas, who is now 4 for 14 from 3-point range, and it's a 20-14 lead, traveling against Magic.
You have to compliment Isiah Thomas. He was overplaying the pass, caused that walking violation on Magic Johnson.
Pat Riley's going to go to Kurt Rambis early in this one. He's ready to come in. Thomas, left-handed shot over a lot of yellow shirts, and Isiah has 9 points, including a 3 to lead all scorers. Cooper swings it. Scott falls down. And the Pistons with 3 seconds to go. Thomas sees the clock and fires it up short.
To start this second period. And a pushing foul by the Lakers with the Pistons switch. And so far the Green and the foot race. Dumars, 7 on the shot clock. James Edwards clicks.
There's the Laker trap. It's been successful. No, I guess it's an ongoing thing.
And the leading scorers, Isiah Thomas, 12 for Detroit, a quiet 12, and James Worthy, who's having a rousing game with 19 points. Just about a minute going by in the third period. Thomas from Dantley and a foul against the Lakers. In this series, despite a back recover, almost a careless outlet pass by Laimbeer. Thomas puts on the burners, a looping shot. Second effort, and Isiah Thomas brings the Pistons to within 4.
Play a very aggressive game out here defensively against Jabbar, knowing that there's a John Sally or a Dennis Rodman that can come off the bench.
Isiah Thomas hits again, and Thomas now has 6 of the 8 points scored by the Pistons in this third period. Dumars doesn't go for Magic's bait, and Worthy hits it outside. What a game for James Worthy. He is coming back in multiples in this one. Thomas comes back and hits again, but he's the hot man on the floor.
Well, he's just carrying this Piston team offensively at this point.
Kareem. And Green nearly stole that rebound. 62-56. Thomas feels he's got a hot quarter, and who can blame him? He has 22 points, 10 already in this period, and we have only about 4 minutes gone by, Bill.
Very physical in there.
Like a pinball machine.
Yep.
Isiah Thomas on an incredible tear. Has 12 of his 24 points this quarter.
That's a good sign for the Lakers because that means they're really playing quick out on the court.
Speaking of quick, how's that strip by the Pistons? 3-on-2 break, and the layup by Isiah Thomas, who has scored 14 points. The last 14 points for the Pistons in this third quarter rally. Only Mahorn with a basket and Thomas have scored for Detroit. Isiah had scored 14 in a row. Michael Thompson hard off the glass, Thomas the rebound. He's got Dantley and Dumars. Goes to Dumars, who lays it in, and quickly the Pistons have cut the Laker lead to 4.
Isiah Thomas is hurt down on the court underneath the basket. I couldn't tell what happened.
Mike Abdenauer, the trainer, is with him, and now Thomas goes back down. Michael Thompson hit the basket, and the Pistons are going to have to call a timeout, and this one is a tough one. Because Isiah started to get up, he got up and then went down on the floor, and this is a tough one. Holding his right ankle, Billy.
Well, I couldn't tell. He made that pass to Dumars. He might have come down on somebody's foot and twisted that ankle. Now here, we'll take a look, see what happens to Isiah. Yep, he steps right on Michael Cooper's foot, and that's how he twisted that ankle.
He has hurt his back. He kind of re-injured his back earlier in the playoff. It has been kind of a rough and tumble series for Isiah Lord Thomas, and the Pistons, needless to say, are going to need his contributions one way or another.
Oh, sure are. And now what this means is that Vinnie Johnson, who struggled in that first period, has got to come in here and pick up where Isiah Thomas has left off. Yeah, look how that ankle is turned on the right side of your picture. And we see right now that Isiah is coming back in the ball game.
Dumars goes out, Thomas is back. So they like the home cooking, although the home team hasn't won every game here. 8-point lead for the Lakers, 74-66. 3.5 remaining in this period. Thomas with a looper scores. Isiah's shooting eyes still on. He has 16 points in the quarter, 28 in the game.
Yeah, but he's limping noticeably right now.
So a bunch of Pistons have 3 personal fouls. 76-68. Lakers, their biggest lead has been 8. They've matched it a couple of times. Thomas off balance. Basket counts and a foul as he goes into the first row, and he is still limping. He is a game performer. He's got to be hurting and limping, and he continues to put the points on the board for Detroit.
Well, he just doesn't want to be out of this ball game. He knows that, hey, I can rest this ankle and heal it by the time we get ready for training camp. And here's that off-balance shot. You know, Michael Cooper does a good job defensively stopping the penetration.
Thomas showed up the other day, misses the free throw. He has 30 points. He has hit 8 of 10 baskets here in the third period, trying to keep the Pistons close. Only 3 Pistons have scored in this quarter. Steal by Thomas.
No,
busy looking at the Laker trap.
Yeah, watching the trap.
Thomas goes for 3 and hits it. What a third quarter for Isiah Thomas. He has scored 21 points here in the third to bring the Pistons all even at 77. Worthy against Rodman, left-handed shot. And the Lakers, now the Pistons with Rodman. 2-on-1, Thomas goes up. And Isiah Thomas having an incredible period. He has 35 in the game, 23 in this period. And the Pistons have regained the lead, 79-77 after trailing by 8.
And the thing about Isiah Thomas, he's limping on every play. He is just showing so much heart and determination for the Pistons.
AC Green in the corner hits the shot to break the spell and tie the game. But now the Pistons will play for the last shot of an all-even game. Isiah Thomas has put on a brilliant exhibition of shooting despite an ankle injury in this third quarter. He has been a one-man gang. 23 points. And the shot is good by Thomas. It is 81-79. The period is over. Can you imagine the great performance, maybe one of the best we've ever seen in one quarter in NBA Finals history.
Now watch this basket by Isiah Thomas, but the thing, watch him trying to get back at the other end of the court. He is hurting out there. Watch him limping on that right foot.
What a gutty, courageous performance. 25 points in the quarter by Isiah Thomas. Into Kareem, who's back in there. Has the ball taken away by Isiah Thomas, and Vinnie Johnson will get an easy two. Thomas on the steal. 7-point Laker lead. Eight on the clock. Thomas hits the jumper outside. 39 points for Isiah Thomas. 95-89. Nearly 5 minutes remaining.
Well, the Pistons have got to find somebody besides Isiah Thomas offensively.
Thomas banks it in again, and 41 points for Thomas.
Maybe they don't.
I was going to say, Isiah Thomas was poked in the eye. What more can this man take? Mike Abdenauer and Ron Rothstein talking with him.
Here we'll see him coming off the screen, and as he came off the screen, he's already been scratched in the eye by Michael Cooper trying to fight through that screen.
His 41 points is his playoff career high. Cooper blanketing Isiah Thomas here. Dumars with a big shot. They have 16 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas hits one over Magic Johnson from the baseline.
I was just going to say a bad shot by Isiah because Lambeer was wide open, but he's got the feeling that he's going to have to carry this ball club, and he's doing a great job of it out here.
Lambeer in the corner to Thomas. 6 on the clock. Cooper won't let him away. Thomas looking for room with a fallaway shot. No good. 5 seconds to go. The key, no timeout for Detroit. Missed them both. 3 seconds.
They won't have time.
It's over. We go to game 7. A sensational individual effort by Isiah Thomas, who scored 43 in the game and 25 in the third quarter, and only the second time in these playoffs the Detroit Pistons have lost a game after leading after 3 quarters.